Greetings, 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 royal family. Welcome back to another Greetings, Live's morning show. Greetings, royal family. Welcome back to another morning. A little bit of feedback. It's all good. Happy Saturday, folks. It is Saturday, May 16th. It's the eve of my birthday. And I'm happy to be here. It's been a while since I've been on live. So I'll just wait till a few of you start rolling in. Make sure you're hitting the like button as you are entering the chat. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hope all is well with you guys. Greetings. Don't try me. You in here? Thank you. Thank you. I hit don't try me up last minute. And you in here. So, hey, royal family. It's been a while since I've been on live. Got a couple of hot topics that I wanted to discuss with y'all. And just chit chat. Just kick it with everybody. If you're watching the replay, I usually wait a few minutes till everyone starts rolling in. Drop your commentary as you rolling in. Ms. O, greetings. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing all right. Ah, yes. It's a beautiful day. It's May 16th, 2020. Can't believe it's already 16 days into the month. And my birthday is tomorrow. And I'm excited. Even though the pandemic is going on, can't do what I really want to do, but it's all good. We're gonna make it work. Make sure you share the video. Hit the thumbs up button as you enter in the room. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And make sure you click that notification bell. Greetings, LB. Yes, happy birthday in advance to you. I can't believe it's already May 16th. I missed y'all. Did you miss me? Let me see how many minutes. We're almost hitting the 3-minute mark. I'm just good vibes is surrounding me all week. I just had a good week. Hopefully the momentum stays the same. So I'm excited. Welcome to everybody in the chat. Don't be shy. Drop a comment. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. All right, we 3 minutes in. I'm about to get it started because I don't plan on being here long. But we never know how it's going to go. So, all right, let's start. Let's start out, right? Okay, this guy, Lil Boosie. Now, I'm not gonna talk about what everybody is talking about. He's in some hot water, right, for a number of things. But he's getting sued. And it's for not paying his child support. Can you believe that? Among other things that's going on. This guy's going to have a lot of legal troubles coming up. A lot of legal troubles. So he's being sued for unpaid child support for his 11-year-old daughter, right? And according to reports, Lil Boosie has been targeted by the Georgia State Department of Human Services for failure to financially provide for his 11-year-old daughter. How many kids do Boosie have? His daughter's name is Lyric Beyonce, by the way. So, a special assistant attorney filed the lawsuit against Boosie on behalf of the child's mother. So the mother she's complained that she's not receiving the proper support from Boosie for their child. And according to legal documents obtained by Gossip.com, the child's mother, along with the state, wants Boosie to immediately start paying a reasonable amount of child support. What's with this reasonable amount? Future's one of his baby mothers is going to court because she wants an increase in child support. She wants a quote unquote reasonable amount. Anyway, if Boosie refuses, the state says that they will take the step of garnishing his wages to cover the amount. They're also asking the rapper to provide health insurance for the child. So according to the documents, LIL BOOSIE, he believes that he is not the father of the girl. He could take a DNA test though. Like, what's the big deal? So I don't know. He hasn't responded to the lawsuit. And he was served with documents both at his home and nearby quarters of Badass Entertainment. So they're going to court. Oh gosh. You know, what is up with all of these? Well, not all. Let me not say that. What is up with some of these men lately in the public eye, either having children that they don't take care of, that they possibly know about? A lot of people are coming out of the woodworks in reference to this one being the daughter of so-and-so, this one being the son of so-and-so. We see what Future went through recently. His, I forgot the lady, Eliza, I think her name is. So Future took a DNA test for that baby, and it was determined that you are the father. So, you know, they're going to go to child support court. Recently, a young girl, 28 years old, I think she is saying, or her mother is saying, that allegedly Jay-Z is her father. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And also, you know, Boosie, he made headlines earlier this week. He was on live. It was an older video from about a month ago or so, but it resurfaced where he was talking about activities that he allows his young son and young nephews to engage in. I don't know. This is just crazy. This is absolutely nuts. I'm not feeling this whole I don't take care of my kids. I ain't feeling all of that. And why is it that a lot of these men don't want to just take DNA tests, especially these men that are in the public eye? Right? I don't know. That's unfortunate though. But I'm not even giving my opinion as far as Boosie and what's been going on recently. No comment. So if you're just joining the chat, welcome. Happy Saturday. Thank you for being here. This is the pre-birthday celebration of the Morning Boogie with me, Royal B. All right, let's move along. So Boosie, drop your comments. Let me know what you think. Please keep all comments respectful. Moving along. Remember this guy? J. Manuel. He was Mr. J, right? It was Miss J and there was Mr. J. Well, apparently he has a book coming out, right? And he says that he didn't have a great relationship with Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks was recently in the news on social media. Some footage resurfaced from America's Next Top Model, and a model expressed that she was discriminated against. And J. Manuel, or Mr. J, he was like the art director, creative director of some of the photo shoots that was set up on America's Next Top Model. He says ANTM was racist. And I said to myself, really? So apparently he has a book coming out and he is trying to promote that book. I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? You got to work ain't honest, but you got to do what you have to do. So he's spilling the tea on what it was like to work with Tyra on America's Next Top Model. And some of the tea is piping hot. So again, he has a book coming out. The book is called The Wig, The B Word, and The Meltdown. And it's loosely based on his time on America's Next Top Model. So during a book tour, he's telling like all kinds of business. So he did a recent interview with Variety magazine, and he says what his relationship is like with Tyra now. So he says over the past few years, we've emailed, recalling that the last time that he saw her or ran into her was at BeautyCon in 2017. He says, to be very honest, we really have no relationship to speak of, which is really sad. Our time together on ANTM was amazingly productive and at times magical. We got to experience being part of a global phenomenon. And he talked about the alleged racist decision by America's Next Top Model head and creator, Tyra Banks, to make the models paint their faces dark or blackface for the photo shoot. Now, this was in cycle 4. I do remember this. He says that he felt uncomfortable. Again, he was the creative director, so they made it seem like he had to approve and manage the set, but he really had no say so. It was Tyra Banks and it was another gentleman who were like the creators, the top dogs. They had the final say so. And he just said that he wasn't really comfortable with just any of the girls, darker skin, lighter skin, any of the girls basically being in blackface is what he called it, or considered it, what it could be considered, because I do remember that. He didn't feel comfortable at all. So he says many times when you're working in an environment like that, you have to listen to your executive producers, and ultimately the two voices at the top were Ken and Tyra. There were sometimes several objections by other producers and myself about layers that were added to creative, and we're just told by the executives, just do what you have to do. He says, I think it's a little unfair to throw the whole team under the bus. The whole team wasn't there on the front side when they were making decisions about the show in its heyday. The team wasn't really prepared, so to speak. So he suggested also, that the show and Tyra were also homophobic. So he goes into talking about, when you're in a room, Tyra was talking to a gay contestant in cycle 5 and suggested that she shouldn't put a spotlight on her sexuality. And he just says that that's kind of weird, because it's like, before you go and talk to Tyra, you talk to the producers and they tell you, hey, be yourself. Don't hold anything back. Just be your authentic self. So the contestants, taking advice from the producers, were like, okay, I'm going to be myself. And then when they got before Tyra and whoever else was in the room, this is during the interview phase, they would oftentimes, some of them be open about their sexuality, whether they were gay or bi, whatever label it is that they chose to identify as. And it would be like Tyra would just be uncomfortable and she would say, let's not make that a focal point. So this is what Jay Manuel was talking about during his time on America's Next Top Model. Now, again, he does have a book out, and this is good press and promotion for his book. So the description says it was loosely based on the time that he was on America's Next Top Model. And I find this interesting now that years later people are speaking out. I like Jay Manuel. I like Miss J and Mr. J. I wonder what their relationship was like. I think they get along still. But there was always something about Tyra. I like the show. I like the premise of the show. But there was always something about her that just seemed a little bit inauthentic, even on her talk show. And this is not to bash her. She received a lot of backlash recently. And she responded to the backlash by saying, yes, I know that this was very racist. This was very insensitive. And I apologize for that. So, I don't know, Tyra girl. I don't know. Well, good luck with your book, Mr. J. Mr. J, right? He was Mr. J. The other one was Miss J. All right, up next, Honey, Chloe, and Halle. I don't know if you guys seen this video. Chloe and Halle are the, I guess you could say, proteges of Beyonce. They have a new song, and they have a music video to accompany that song called Do It. You can watch it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. And honey, I am totally here for it. The colors, of the video, the fashions, whoever styled them did an amazing job. Whoever was the art director, creative director, or whatever did an amazing job. Their looks were on point. Okay, the vocals, if you know Chloe and Halle, then you already know, effortless, impeccable vocals. Okay, the song, I love the song. Very R&B, you know. There was choreography in the video, which nowadays all we see is twerking, twerking, twerking. And this just took it back to the late 90s, early 2000s, you know, vibe. So if you haven't seen the video or heard the song, just go Google it. Go on YouTube. I suggest watching the video with the song. I was here for it. Their album is due out June 5th. They're getting a lot of spins. They've already reached over 1 million views. They are posting on Twitter, posting updates, just thanking everybody. So I'm interested in their album. I want some good R&B. We don't have a lot of good R&B like we used to. Same thing with rap. Future released his album. What the heck is it called? High Off Life. And I did listen to the album in its entirety. And my opinion is Future's album consists of 21 songs, right? I feel that that album could have been 21 instrumentals because, you know, it did go gold in 30 minutes or under 30 minutes or something like that. And it is because a lot of his singles from the album were pre-releases. So, you know, that helped with his album sales. The music industry and how they're counting sales is a lot different than it used to be back in the day. It is what it is. I won't get into music politics. But as far as Chloe and Halle, job well done, ladies. Okay, I really like the video because of the vocals. Like I said, the styling of the video, you know, the visuals were amazing. Choreography, which is something that we don't see a lot of today. We just see twerking and popping on handstands. That's what we see from a lot of these ladies. We don't really see choreo. And what is her name again? Normani. Normani gives choreography, and I do like that. Like, I like seeing anyone, male or female, good vocals, nice video concept, nice color, styling, and I like a good 1-2 step, you know, or hit a sharp 8 count. You know what I'm saying? I am here for that. So if you have seen the video, let me know what you think in the comments. If you haven't, check it out. If you're a lover of R&B, good vibes music, it's a bop. Is that what the kids say nowadays? It's definitely a bop. So I am totally here for it. Shout out to Chloe and Halle. Job well done, ladies. The music game needs this. We definitely need this. All right, let's move this thing along. These two ladies, boy, oh boy, they've been making their rounds out here on social media, right? So recently, Lisa Ray McCoy and Vivica Fox, they were on Claudia Jordan's show on Fox Soul. It was like a little panel, and Selena Johnson was also on the panel. And they were talking about reality TV and the fact that Nene Leakes, who is a cast member on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Nene said to the press recently that she feels that she needs to be in therapy, or she is in therapy, because of the stress of reality TV. Now, some of the ladies on the panel thought that this was actually ridiculous. You know, Claudia Jordan, of course, she had her opinions because she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta for a short period of time, and her and Nene did not get along. Vivica Fox made some strong insinuations, and she asked if Nene was going to therapy for mental health or for substance abuse. And then they started talking about how Nene's character is on the show. Lisa Ray, she said she doesn't understand why Nene is going to counseling. She's been on the show for 25 seasons. she was trying to be funny because there's only 12 seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So apparently Lisa Ray, she's prepping for a new reality show with Vivica Fox. And Lisa Ray says that we won't be walking across tables and throwing glasses. So she officially confirmed, this is according to the Jasmine brand, who recently reported, who reported on this a couple of months back. It was in the works, there were talks, but I guess Lisa Ray is now confirming that, yes, we're going to be doing a reality show, her and Vivica Fox. Interesting. So Lisa Ray has officially confirmed that there will be a reality show with Vivica Fox coming soon. And again, the Jasmine brand broke the story in 2019 that the friends, they were preparing a reality show, and now it's been confirmed. In a recent interview with 107.5 WGCI, the actress shared that she also asked actress Jasmine Lewis to join, but the final cast decisions haven't been made yet. She went on to describe what the show will not include. So the interviewer asked Lisa Ray if she would come back to reality TV, in which Lisa Ray says yes, that she's going back to reality TV. And she continued on saying this. Like to hear it? Here it go. I said, yeah, this is what Lisa Ray is saying to the interviewer. I said, yeah, because Vivica A. Fox and I are in talks with a couple of our friends, actress Jasmine Lewis, as well, about a reality show. One thing's for sure is that definitely we have to compete within the reality shows that they have now, but we're not signing up to do that type of reality show because I really am a firm believer of life is so drama filled by itself and on its own till I don't need the producers playing puppeteer behind the scenes. She basically says that her show is not going to be ratchet in a nutshell. So it's going to feature ladies getting advice from one another and creating a sisterhood. She says that she doesn't need all of that drama. She says she has enough-ish going on automatically and already. She said that she can divulge and share because, you know, the audience might have a solution for her. And she can say, you know, like, help a sister out, because that's really, you know, it's all about helping and sisterhood. This is what Lisa Ray says. It's all about sharing stories and looking to her fellow sisters to help her out with, you know, certain things in life. Child. She doesn't want any violence and cheating. And she says some things will slip out. You know, no one's going to be throwing tables and throwing glasses. She says she's not going to be doing that. She's not going to be sleeping with her girlfriend's husband and trying to show disloyalty or dishonesty. She says she's too grown for that. So, that's what she says. Well, apparently, there was a little bit of tension with Vivica and Lisa Ray because apparently they did consider themselves besties at one point and they did have a falling out. So Vivica shared some intimate secrets with Lisa Ray's ex-husband after their split. So this alleged drama may or may not be played out on the show. So who knows? I knew it was something. I knew it was something when they started talking about these reality TV shows and these reality TV stars. Some people thought that Vivica was trying to get on Housewives of Atlanta, to which Vivica said that she would never. You know, I guess she thinks that Housewives is too lowbrow for an accomplished woman such as Vivica. She's not lying, but she didn't have to say it so stank. You know what I'm saying? Like, Vivica Fox's resume is... Can Bravo afford Vivica? I'm just saying. Even though Vivica has been out of the limelight for a long time, it doesn't erase her history in Hollywood, right? So I guess her and Lisa Ray are going to be joining forces, and they're going to be doing a show together. Lisa Ray had a show before, right? The Real McCoy. Was that on TV One or BET? She had like a little reality show. I don't trust Vivica. I just feel like, why would you even want to go into business like this with someone who was your good girlfriend and then started talking sharing your secrets with your ex-husband, or ex-fiance, boyfriend, whatever. I wouldn't go into business with somebody like that, even if we were cool, regardless of how long we're cool for. So, listen, work ain't honest, but I guess these ladies have to do what they have to do. They see the reality stars are getting those coins, so they want to jump on too. I'm not mad at it, though. I'm definitely not mad at it. So, I don't know. Do you guys want to see Vivica Fox and Lisa Ray? I don't know. It's something about Vivica Fox that I'm just not interested in seeing on a reality television show. She just, I don't know. Tell me what you think. All right. Who's up next? So I see a lot of you guys have seen Growing Up Hip Hop, huh? I did kind of want to get into that because I was really excited about the fact that I was very excited about the fact that Little Twist checked Samantha. Like, I was really here for it. I'm still thinking about it. You know, Little Twist he took off his glasses. He looked Sam in his eyes, you know, and told him, I don't get my hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? So what's up? He's the real MVP. He is the real MVP. And I did read some of your comments. Thanks to those of you who watched the review and shared your comments. I did appreciate it. But this season of Growing Up Hip Hop, or this last episode rather, I think it was a little bit staged, right? I think that Brianna was set up. I'm going to have to say that because Brianna is a very aggressive character on the show, right? Throughout her history on the show, she's come across as very aggressive. And I think they probably said to her, look, you know, you can't fight. You know, if you fight this season or if it's any problems, you know, we're going to get you out of here. You know what I mean? I think that's part of the reason why she made nice with Angela Simmons, because Angela is one of the producers on the show. So, you know, the fact that what's her name? Egypt cold-cocked Brianna, and Brianna was immediately detained. It just seemed a little weird. And also, why didn't they show the tussle? You notice how they blanked that out? Now, who was responsible for that? It could be Angela, because, again, she is an executive producer. It could be Pep. I think Pep is an executive producer as well. Pep was like, no, I don't want, you know, any physical evidence of my child being physical. Should Brianna press charges on Egypt? Right? That's a good question. I thought about that after the fact. Should she press charges on Egypt? I don't think that she will. You know, Brianna has said in her confessional that, you know, when she sees Egypt, it's on site. But this played out in the media, you know, obviously before this aired. And Brianna was very, very, very upset on her Instagram Live. She was extremely ticked off. I don't know. Little Twist was greetings, Nicole. Greetings, everybody. Greetings, Lashia. I'm looking at the comments now. Little Twist was everything this week. Yeah, he was, man. I just, you know, that Little Twist, he was just like, not that I didn't think that he had it in him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, you know, say that, but he just, he was just like, I don't get my hands dirty. So what you saying? Like, I don't know you. We ain't cool like that. We don't got to wait till the cameras go off. We right here, right now. Like, so what's up? Like, I loved it. He's like, I got my dogs with me all the time. So what is you saying? Exactly. Stay in your place. Ooh. But yes, I do wonder. So what are y'all saying? She should? Heck nah. Didn't nobody press charges on her for being a bully. But did she get physical with anyone, though? Greetings, Juanita, by the way. Welcome. So you don't think that she should press charges? Press charges, teach her a lesson. Right. I mean, I'm just saying. That would teach her a lesson, because who would bail her out of that one? And you could see that Egypt regretted her decision. I don't know if she was put up to it. I don't know if production was like, look, if you hit her, you know what I'm saying? You could, we got you. We're going to protect you. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen if you hit her. And it's crazy because, what's her name was in the fight, right? Egypt. But Brianna was so, not Brianna, why am I saying it's Brianna? Sam was so hype. Right? I don't know. I don't know, man. If Brianna, I wouldn't be mad at Brianna for pressing charges. I will say this. Yes, she did. She threw a whole drink in Little Easy face. Could have put his eye out. Well, okay. He could have. Now, could Little Easy, can you press charges on someone for throwing a drink at you? And I'm not being a jerk when I ask that. I'm just saying, like, that's assault, right? That would be considered assault? I'm assuming so, right? Okay. Have Samantha get her out of jail. Right. Yeah. If you throw a drink on someone in someone's face and they press charges on you, I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming that would be assault. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, she threw a drink on Little Easy, but I mean, she ain't punched nobody in the face. Why is Sam near the center of this photo? What has he done? Well, this is well, he's next to Egypt. I mean, WeTV did the photo shoot. So for whatever reason, they decide to put, probably because they're in the middle of the controversy. The two of them, they're controversial. But that would be very interesting if Brianna pressed charges on Egypt. Then she would really see what her consequences of her actions are. Treat her like an adult. She's grown, right? That would be interesting. I'm not saying that she should or shouldn't, but that would be very interesting. Because I wonder if Brianna sees Egypt again, Brianna may end up going to jail. Do you think, okay, whether Brianna should or shouldn't press charges, put it in the comments. We all respectfully agree and disagree here, right? Question, should Brianna retaliate? If she sees Egypt, should she get her back? Is that fair? Would that be considered fair? You could see the carrot in Sam when Twist checked him. He's about to cry. Gave me life. Right, he was. He looked stupid. And why was Sam talking about he got his boys with? Listen to me, man. I said this in my review. Bree has been doing the most on the show. Hell, she disrespecting her parents. Come on, everybody. Giving Bree a pass. No one said that Brianna's getting a pass. I don't think anyone wrote that in the comments, and I didn't say that. No one's giving Brianna a pass. And if you, Miss Juanita, I don't know if you watched my review, but I did give my opinion on, or my advice, I should say, to Egypt as well as Brianna. And in reference to Brianna, I said that Brianna needs to mind her business and stay out of it. I said that in the last review and the review before that. I said that Brianna should leave Egypt alone. And I felt that if there was anyone that should have kind of stepped to Brianna or had like the right, I guess, or the reason to step to Brianna, it would be Titi, because Titi is her cousin. She pretty much they grew up like sisters. She raised the little girl. And from the time that Brianna saw that TT washed her hands of the situation, I felt that Brianna should have done the same thing. And I also stated that Brianna can't bully Egypt into making her do what she wants her to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she wants to be with Sam, granted, I understand that this may trigger something in Brianna. She may see Sam's manipulative ways. Fine. But you can't go around bullying someone, thinking just because you're older than Egypt that you can chump her. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way. And then you're kicking up at Pep, whether Pep deserved it or not. That's still Egypt's mother. So she's going to defend her parents. So I'm not giving Brianna a pass whatsoever. I'm just asking the questions. And I also am not giving Egypt a pass either. Because at the end of the day, what gives you the right to Brianna didn't put her hands on her first. She put her hands on Brianna. Now, if Brianna was not, detained by security and she beat the snot out of Egypt, what would Egypt say? Oh, she didn't have to hit me so hard. So there's consequences to both of these ladies' actions. But see, sometimes for some people, once you put your hands on somebody, then, all gloves are off. And you in a different ball. It's a different ball game. Trepper will call the police. I'm done. No, I it's okay, Juanita. Like, like I said, we're very over here. We're very, well, I am. I can speak for myself. I'm very straightforward. I like to ask thought-provoking questions, but I agree with you. Brianna should not be given a pass. There are some people, I've read commentary or listened to commentary, read comments on social media. A lot of people are giving Brianna a pass, and she has been and a lot of people are not giving her a pass. She has been very aggressive throughout the season. You know what I mean? And there are people giving her passes and there are people who are not giving her passes. But I just like to ask objective questions. Like, I can agree with certain things with Brianna, and I can disagree. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I think she should have just left it alone, especially from the time TT washed her hands. You know what I mean? I feel like, how many times can you tell a person the same thing and then you're taking your frustration out on her? You're taking your frustration out on her mother. Her Tretch and her are yelling at each other back and forth. And then Sam is putting that battery in that girl's back. I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem that way to me, right? But I still think that Brianna, leave it alone. You can't bully somebody. And Brianna is a little bit of a bully. She can be. If she can get away with bullying someone, she will. And I think that's what she thought that she could do with Egypt. And then when Egypt let me not say sucker punch, but when Egypt hit her, she was more embarrassed, I think, especially because she immediately got held back. You know what I mean? It was more so embarrassed in front of everybody at this party. Little Egypt, who no one expected to even get physical, punched you in your face. Now, that doesn't mean that Egypt was right, because you can't go around putting your hands on people. And what you putting your hands on Brianna for? Because you're angry? If Brianna would have put her hands back on Egypt, like I said, it would have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? But as much as Brianna has her bully ways, Egypt is an idiot, because, again, whether right, wrong, or indifferent, fed up or not, if Brianna decides to press charges, Egypt, you could go to jail. You could have a record. See? So you dumb. Excuse me. You had a way out. You didn't have to hit her. But because you had an audience, and because I'm telling you, Sam could say whatever he want to say. He could say, I told her to go there and talk. I don't believe that. When he was watching from afar, he just kept saying, see, this is the dark side. This is the dark side that I live with every day. I don't really want it to come out. It's like you were waiting for her to do what you guys had privately discussed. Sam made it extremely obvious, in my opinion. So, and Egypt needs to, that's okay. Egypt is going to learn the hard way. I think that she's a fool. Like I said in my review, Egypt has a lot more to lose than Sam. So if Brianna decides to press charges, Egypt, you get locked up. I'm sure your parents are going to bail you out. I know that. But let's say that they couldn't. Sam is going to bail you out. The same Sam who can't afford to pay his own child support, Sam. The same Sam whose father said that his family members won't even allow him to sleep on their lawn. He's going to get you out. Isn't it interesting how it seems that Egypt's reputation is just declining? Because even Boogie said that her mother said it, her Boogie said it. Titi was shocked that she would get physical on the reunion that they had, the little mini reunion that they had like a season or two ago. She was so against violence. We don't do that. She was jumping up and down. We don't fight. When Sam and Brianna was about to get into an argument, Sam knows that he can't put his hands on Brianna. First of all, if he even dared do so, I think Brianna would fold him up like a pretzel, bend him up like a pretzel. So what does he do? He gets Treppa. He gets Treppa involved. How you Treppa and you never got into I've never put my hands on anyone. So who's Treppa then? The way she talk about Treppa, you would think that she lived a different life a couple of years ago. But you could instantly see that she regretted it. She looked so remorseful and she looked stupid. Let me see what y'all saying in this chat. No problem, Miss Juanita. Welcome. I agree. They need to let her make her own mistakes at this point. Yeah, I don't have enough energy to tell somebody the same thing over and over again. But I get it. And I said before, also in my review, I really think, not that this is Egypt's problem, but I really think that something about Sam and Egypt's relationship triggers Brianna. If that's the case, Brianna, you need to be on somebody's couch, a licensed therapist, that is, or Iyanla. You need to be on their couch talking about that and resolving those issues. I just don't think that you can bully someone. Who are you supposed to be? I just think she's going about it all wrong. It seems like it's coming from a good place. But Brianna, I just think that she lacks self-control. And what happened to that guy that she was dating in the beginning of the season? Now she got a girlfriend. We saw him for like 2 episodes. I can't. Well, who's to say Bree can fight because she talks loud? Why would Bree tell her girlfriend to hold her rings? When I looked in Egypt's eye, she didn't want to fight. Bree was talking aggressively. Yeah. But I think, again, Brianna, who knows? You're right. Who knows? We don't know if Brianna can fight. Very true. We don't know if Egypt can fight. What I think, my opinion, is that Egypt arrived at that party with the intention to hit Brianna. And I think that production was in on it too. Now, we can't give Egypt and Brianna and Sam all the credit. If you watch a lot of these reality shows, these cast members on the reality TV shows, they all ain't telling the same lie, okay? Production builds up, sets up, arranges a lot of mess. So I do think that, because when Egypt and Sam arrived to the party, did y'all notice that they came with it looks like 2 bodyguards? Anybody peep that? Brianna could definitely take Samantha. Word. Fold him up like laundry, right? They looked like they were ready for the smoke when they walked in with sweats, hair up in a bun. Agreed? You think Sam abuses her? That wasn't a fight to me. Both parties have to throw hands. True, I did say that. I said it wasn't a fight. I said it in my review. It wasn't a fight. You're right. Egypt just hit Brianna. True. I wonder why they why you think they blocked it out? I want to move on from, but we gotta listen. Never mind Brianna and Egypt and her dysfunctional relationship. Shout out to Little Twist. Okay? Shout out to Little Twist. And he didn't get loud. You see Sam getting all nervous and loud. Yeah, I will never forget. Sam's father sat down with Pep and for dinner. He was there for the free meal. Okay, he didn't even want to talk about he didn't even want to talk about Sam. He's just like, whatever. I go through this all the time when he is involved with a new family. His own father said it was really bad. It's really bad. You know, he's burned so many bridges that no one in the family will even let him sleep on their front lawn. Is Pep dumb? This man's father is basically telling you, you and your daughter better run. I did. You know what I'm saying? Twist is just, he did right. Listen, man. Lil Wayne said real G's move in silence. Like lasagna. Right? His tone was, he's like, what's up? We don't have to wait till the cameras go on. He said, I got to take it easy. I already got 2 strikes. Did y'all hear when he said that? Shout out to Little Twist. I respect it. I always like Twist. He's a good time guy. And you know, another reason why I like Twist is because he always tries to diffuse a tense situation. You know, whether he does it by being silly, because he's lived that life. And people, most people who've lived that life, they don't really want all that chaos and stuff around them because they know where it can land them. I mean, Little Twist went to jail. I don't know how much time he did, but he did a little bid, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, you know, but he said he got 2 strikes, and the word on the street is, you know, there was an altercation, you know what I mean, and he got into some stuff with somebody, and it landed him in jail. So Twist is just like, man, I just want to be on some chill vibes. And even though he's a good time guy, he does make sense. You know, you oftentimes see him in the studio working, which I like, you know what I mean? You see him trying to get along with everybody. You know, he didn't even have to invite Sam to the party, but he decided to. Production probably made him. And plus, I think he's pretty cool with Egypt. I don't think he may not like her decision, but you see, he kind of backed off a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Brianna is just very aggressive, and not always in a good way. I think she didn't have a storyline, and I think she caused a lot of drama for herself. And again, it could be part of the storyline. And, you know, I don't really feel sorry for Brianna, not in this situation, because sometimes you got to learn when to quit while you're ahead. You know what I mean? All that rah, it's not necessary, man. It's just not necessary. Let's see. Well, Brianna has been ragging Sam. Well, yeah, she has. Also, let's not forget that Sam went around saying that Brianna is in love with him. And obviously that's the furthest thing from the truth. He turned around and did the same thing to Titi. So he's very manipulative. If I don't like you, I don't really care for you in the first place. As it pertains to someone who I consider a little sister. All right, she gonna have a little attitude. But then you turn around and you make up a rumor that I'm in love with you. Nah, we ain't doing none of that. And on top of that, I don't like you. Yeah, I might rag on you too. But Brianna's just extra with it. See, I wouldn't have been screaming and yelling at Sam. He called her out of her name. He called her a B. You know, he tried to fight her. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no walk in the park. He ain't nothing to write home about. He's a punk. He's a straight coward. How do you think that made his father look? Honest as hell. I don't think that made his father look bad. What if his father would be stupid to know that his son has not only screwed himself over, but screwed over. Now listen, if his father is coming up there saying that he's burned bridges with the family so much so that they wouldn't allow him to sleep on their lawn, and he didn't even divulge a lot of how he burned those bridges, I think that made the father look honest as hell because he's telling the truth about his son. He was basically trying to warn Pep, like, look, I hope you know what you're dealing with here, because when it's all said and done, don't call me because I told you. That's what I got from his father. His father wasn't derogatory to me anyway. We don't, just from what they showed. I don't know what they edited out. I'm going based off of what they show us every week. In my personal opinion, I don't think he's made his father look like a horrible person. And his father could only be telling one side of the story. That's fine. I'm only judging one side of the story. I can't judge the other side of the story if I don't know it. But if you think about that, if your entire immediate family or your entire family wants nothing to do with you, they don't even want you sleeping on their front lawn, what does that say about Sam? Never mind what it says about his father. What does it say about Sam? Sam he wants this thug persona. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I grew up rough. You went to juvie because you want to be a thug. So what does that say about Sam? What does it say about Sam that you are fathering children from two different women and you ain't paying your child support? You got your girl paying your child support. What does that say about Sam? Child, I ain't even gonna give Sam too much. I don't think it made his father look like Sam. I think that he was trying to tell Pep and her airheaded behind, listen, it is what it is. And another thing, how is it that Sam and Egypt had been together for 2 years at that time and you never sat down with his father? How that work? Right? So his father was basically saying, look, man, in a nutshell, I'm telling you what it is. You probably already know. When ish hits the fan, don't call me because I already told you. That's what I was getting from the father as he was eating his free meal, you know? P and Lil P took the ICDC joke too seriously. Yeah, I agree with that. It was like, it's a joke, you know what I mean? But I think that they had already been fed up with production and the cast anyway. So that's probably why Percy didn't find it that funny. His family dropped the ball on his son. If you ask me, that was low of him to speak down on his son. Apparently Little Twist was no different from Sam. Twist, he wanted Egypt when he came. Okay. Speak down on his son or tell the truth about his son? He never said that I don't love my son. My son ain't worth a damn. He never said he's no good. So did he speak down on his son or did he tell the truth about his son? There's a difference, I think. It's a fine line, but I think that there's a difference. That's what all... Wait. Production had a lot to do with the drama. You seen how they wanted Romeo to say Angela's name? Yes, they had like that little snippet, and they called them back into the studio, Romeo and P, and they were like, "Well, that's not what you told us when we were talking. Like, tell us a little bit more about that." And Master P was just like, "All right, we're out. Like, welcome to an amazing show." Yeah, I think they realized the trickery and the games that production play, and I just think that they're not here for it. That's what all men think when we are always in their business, right? I'm not a counselor, but how did he get this way? Who raised him? I wouldn't come on nobody talk show talking about my kids. That's just me. Well, that's okay. I mean, there's nothing. Well, it's not really for me to agree or disagree with it. I respect your point of view. That's fine. That's fine. How did he get that way? I mean, there could be a number of ways. There could be a number of reasons how he got that way, you know. There could be a number of reasons, a lot of times when children or when they grow up and they pass their teens and they become in their 20s or whatever, or they think that they are independent, and they go out into the world and they do things. It's always like, where his mama at? Where was his father at? But you can raise your children, you can rear them the quote unquote right way, and do the best that you can. But once they get out into the world, they will make decisions. People will do what they want. You know what I mean? They'll either hold on to the teachings or their upbringing, if it was one that was productive, if it was one that was healthy, they may hold on to that. They may know better and still not do better. So a lot of variables, can be taken into consideration as to quote unquote how he got that way. You know what I mean? So sometimes people are influenced by other people, believe it or not. You can be heavily influenced by your friends, by your surroundings. You can see a lifestyle that you want to create for yourself, that's totally opposite of your upbringing. You know what I mean? That totally deviates from your upbringing. You could see, gangster music on TV and like, yeah, I want to be like Ice Cube in them. I want to be like Tupac. You know what I mean? Not even understanding what that life is about, right? Isn't that what we sometimes see with a lot of these rappers? They glorify this thug life, and then you see kids from all different demographics in quote unquote suburban, neighborhoods that are not exposed to the hood and the ghetto or whatever, but they see it glorified and they want to emulate what they see because they're easily influenced. And they could come from the most quote unquote cookie cutter home. I'm just throwing this out there. You know how this is just an example. You know what I mean? They could come from a cookie cutter home and they could see something on TV, or they could see constantly seeing, oh, they're glorified. They got money. They got girls. They got this. I want to be a thug. I want to be a pimp, because it's glorified. They have no idea what living in the ghetto, living in the hood, living amongst pimps and thugs is really like. They're only seeing a edited version of that. So what do? Some of them, they start to emulate that stuff. They start to take on that. I'm going to get in trouble in school. I'm going to get kicked out. I want to be the one that's a thug. I'm just saying. Some people are very easily influenced, and it doesn't necessarily have to be because of the upbringing from their father or their mother or their uncle or whoever raised them. Believe it or not. Yes, you can take that into consideration in certain instances, but it's not always that, How many parents do you see that say, oh, I didn't raise you this way? And it's like, I know you didn't raise me this way, mom and dad. I chose my own path. I did what I wanted to do, right? Let me be who I want to be. So everybody's giving him too much attention, but his father show up to a Sam Little show. Why support his concert if you don't want nothing to do with him? I don't think he said he doesn't want anything to do with him. He said that he loves his son. He just doesn't support his decisions. Like he said he's tried, you know what I'm saying? He tried to get him a job. He's tried to help him countless times. I don't think he, from what I see, again, I'm judging this based off of what they show us on the show. I think he wants Sam to get his ish together, especially because he has 2 children. And his father said about his music career, like, I see that you're serious about this, so I'm here to support you. I don't think he hates his son. I just think that he thinks his son needs to get his blank together. And he does. I mean, come on. Like, why is Egypt paying your child support? Like, that's crazy to me. I think that's absolutely crazy. I don't care what anybody says about that. You have these kids before you met this girl. And granted, sometimes we fall off. You know what I mean? We may everybody's hit a little financial crunch here and there. I get that. But my man, you're the father of 2 children. You should have your ducks in a row as it pertains to taking care of your children. So, and the fact that Pep is okay with Egypt paying his child support, because let's be real, it's probably Pep's money anyway. That's wild to me. And your daughter has been dating this boy for almost 2 years, and now you sitting down with the father trying to find out what's Sam's deal. Why? You having second thoughts, Pep? Because now you kind of seeing what everybody's saying. She's nutty to me. But that's her daughter, right? That's her daughter. She could raise her how she want to raise her. Josie, greetings. They can emulate jail too. Who wants to be a thug or a pimp? A lot of people who don't know what being a thug or a pimp is, they see that stuff glorified on television and glorified in the music, and they think it's cool. Sam is a nut job. I'm just saying Sam went to juvie and he's no good. Little Twist goes to jail and he's a hero. And I like Little Twist. I just think production makes people okay. Throughout, if you've been watching the show, right, as in reference to Little Twist, like me mentioning that he went to juvie was just like an erroneous point, right? Neither one of them could have gone to jail. Look at Little Twist's character on the show. Is Little Twist confrontational? Who has Little Twist gotten into it with? Is he respectful to everybody? Is he respectful to women especially? Has he gotten into any altercations? He's gotten into it with Sam before. Him and Sam kicked up before. Look at Tyran. Tyran is the most even-tempered Zen person on the show. Tyran almost put hands on Sam. Honestly, I know, listen, a lot of, child, I'm about to tell my business. I know a lot of people who went to jail. You understand? Know a lot of people who served time. You know what I mean? Some because of the choices that they made. Some they were put in situations where they had to defend themselves, But none of these people are going around disrespect. They're not disrespecting me. They're not disrespecting their family. They're not going around disrespecting people, being manipulative, trying to take from anyone, psychologically manipulating anyone, creating tension and confusion between people. Again, Little Twist, Little Twist went to jail. Little Twist is also taking advantage of the opportunities that he has in his music career. I think that Sam is a little bit jealous of that, if you ask me. But that's a whole nother story. What Twist has shown us, he has shown us nothing but I'm on some peaceful vibes. Just from what he's shown us, what he's done before this show, I don't critique because I don't know, And again, I understand that these are characters, so we're talking about characters on the show. These people could be totally different off the show. But what has Little Twist shown us that's comparable to Sam? Yeah, Little Twist went to jail. Okay. He ain't got no jail mentality on the show. Sam went to juvie and Sam act like he Suge Knight. Like, ciao bye. Sam seems like if he has burned too many bridges. I think he showed up for support, but don't ask me for anything type of thing. The father, right? He showed up for support, but it's like, don't ask me for nothing. Nicole, are you referring to Sam's dad when you say that? How is Sam going to do that when everyone is not calling him out? He needs his butt beat. True. He found a woman to pay his bills. He was going to check Sam. And I totally agree. I might be off the subject, but what's the difference in Sam and Jay-Z? Jay-Z's a millionaire, and got a whole grown daughter that he do not do. How do you know that that's Jay-Z's daughter? You could, well, listen. Feel comfortable to switch topics. Trust me. I could talk about 5 and 6 different. They'll tell you. I talk about 5, 6 different things at once. It's all good. But how do we know that that's Jay-Z's daughter? So what about TT being pregnant and she's not married? How can she tell Egypt something when she's hiding her relationship? TT's not hiding her relationship, and her not being married. What does TT not being married have to do with anything as far as being pregnant? I mean, she did say she didn't plan on being pregnant before she's married, but I don't get what's the correlation between her not being married and being pregnant and her not being married and her not being able to tell Egypt anything. She basically raised Egypt. You know what I mean? She grew up with Egypt. And Sam is a bum. Let's just keep it real. Sam is a straight up opportunist bum. He got 2 kids that he ain't taking care of. And a woman is paying his child support. He's a bum. I'm sorry. And I don't like name calling and all that, but he's a bum. There's no man that could, I'm not even, I'm pretty sure this is probably the first time you joined the live, Juanita. I do get loud, but I'm not yelling at you. I just get very passionate. There's no man that can stand before me, whether I'm dating them, certainly ain't gonna be dating them, ain't gonna be marrying them either, or even associated with, that could look me in my face and tell me I got a kid, 2 kids, but I ain't paying this, I ain't doing that. I'm over here with a new girl trying to focus on. Ain't happening. I don't associate myself with people like that. Sam's a bum. TT's boyfriend is not a bum. You know? TT's boyfriend ain't got kids out here that he ain't taking care of. That's the difference. And again, what's the correlation between TT being pregnant and not married and, Sam in Egypt? I know plenty of people who are married that are, well, not plenty, but I know one particular couple that's married and they're unhappy as hell. So, I mean, you being married, and to me, you being married and pregnant versus you being unmarried and pregnant, I don't think that makes you any less or greater of a person. Like, to me, that's just to me. Who's Aaliyah? Are you related to, LB said, Juanita, are you related to Aaliyah or Sam? Aaliyah who? The singer? We ain't chatting about old boy. Absolutely not. Not here. Nope. Not at all. Sorry. She took a test with his grandmother. Who? I'm confused, Juanita. The point is, hey, Yukon, greetings. Yukon be showing love in the comments, and I appreciate it. Welcome. The point is not about the pregnancy. It's about the person you are pregnant from. Okay? I'm done. Sam is a bum in my B2K voice. Sorry, and I don't like the name calling. But he exhibits characteristics of a bum. let me put it that way. Let me clean it up. TT has her own, come on, Nicole. TT has her own career and finances. She is older than Egypt. I think 29 or something. Yes, she is. That's a bit different than just turned 21. Oh, Aaliyah. Oh, little Eric's wife, right? Oh. Why she got to be related? Why are you asking if she's related to Aaliyah? No, don't do that. Everybody can express their opinion. Don't do that. But yeah. Come on now. Miss Juanita, if I don't know if you have a daughter, but if you do, or if you did, and your daughter brought home a Sam, tell me, what are you? I'm keep it real here. Tell me, what are you gonna do or say if she brought home a Sam to you? 2 kids, overdrawn by $300 something in his account, 2 children by 2 different women, not paying child support, bouncing from place to place. Oh, that's what you were. I'm sorry. I was like wondering, like, wait, whose grandmother? Jay-Z daughter took a test with Jay's grandmother. Jay grandmother is alive, or maybe they took a test before. Spill the tea, cause I have no idea. Jay-Z took a test with Jay's grandmother. Now, is this his grandmother on his mama's side? Or his father's side? I know his father passed away. He took care of his father until he passed away. But yeah, spill the tea, Juanita. Child, if that's true, not saying that you're lying, but if that's true, trust me, she gonna get a fat check to go away. Oh, it wasn't a DNA test. She took an ancestry test. How do you guys feel? See, we talk about we skip around. How do you guys feel about that? And like, I think they have one called Ancestry.com, 23andMe. How do you guys feel about that? I ain't doing it. I've been saying that. And I'll leave it as that. Because then I'm going to start getting deep. And I don't want Big Brother to be listening to me. Not like that. Josie. Oh my God. Oh boy. So we talked about on the it's the eve of my birthday, y'all. So I know it's been a long time since I came on live on a Saturday. So I said, let me come through and see what my peoples are giving. Make sure you're hitting the like button. So we talked about Lil Boosie not paying his child support and being sued. Vivica Fox and Lisa Ray are going to be having supposed to be having a reality show. I wonder if they're shopping it around to different networks, and that's probably why it's taking so long. Jay Manuel, Mr. J from ANTM, basically said that he felt racial tensions on, and also homophobia was present on the set of America's Next Top Model. And Vivica was in the press recently of she was being accused of basically being very discriminatory towards the ladies who competed, and she said, yes, you're right, and she apologized. So is that it? Like, she can apologize and it's all good? That's it? Nah, I ain't talking about Lil Boosie and his son and nephew. Not at all. He's being sued by one of his baby mamas of his daughter. Lyric Beyonce is her name. So that mother is taking him to court for unpaid child support. So he was served. He didn't give a statement to the press. But that other thing, no comment. Okay, hold on. Let me read this comment. I have 4 daughters, 2 married, 2 not. The reason I'm expecting the same issues because the more I fought against them, oh, so you're saying, okay. Juanita, I see what you're saying. But, okay, so You just let them be to make their decisions. But I'm saying, if you could, if your two daughters that are not married brought home a Sam, if your two daughters that are not married brought home a Sam, and you could, get rid of him, would you? Or would you, like, let's say, because I know what you mean when I think you're trying to say, like, the more you fight, the more you're basically pushing them into the arms of that guy if you're not fond of him, right? And I think that's part of the reason why Pep did a complete 180 as it pertains to Sam, because if you guys have been watching the show seasons prior, Pep wasn't too fond of Sam. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden she did a 180. Well, I have my speculations, but I'll just quit while I'm ahead. Birthday's in a few days. When is your birthday? You're a Taurus? Are you a Taurus, Juanita? Because it's Taurus season. Boosie a whole mess. I can't even entertain any news about him anymore. For real. I just Thank you. Female G, what's good? Welcome. Happy Saturday. Wow. You'll be the big 53. Well, happy birthday in advance. She did a 180 to get more money from the show, I believe. That makes sense, because if she would have drove him off, what would have been her storyline? Her bad ankles. And did y'all notice? Remember, she couldn't go to Jamaica? If you guys see my review, I'm pretty much just reiterating some of the stuff that I said. I apologize if it's redundant. But for those of you who haven't, here I go. Remember when she said that she couldn't go to Jamaica because her ankles were swole or whatever? And did you see her on the recent episode? She was on stage, right? And she was doing, like, getting her cabbage patch and the backwards running man on, doing push it at a video shoot. Her ankles seemed fine to me. And is anybody else tired of Angela and Romeo? Let's get into. I said I wasn't gonna be on here long, but it is what it is. I missed y'all. Let's talk about this whole Master P and it's because I said, instead of responding to everybody's comments on the video, let's just get on here and talk about it. Let's just shift gears for a second. Thanks for everybody for being respectful in the chat. You don't understand how much I appreciate it. And I'll go into my little I will always love you speech later. But let's talk about Master Percy, Lil Romeo, and this whole meeting and Angela and situation. Let's get into it, y'all. Go off, everybody. Right, she got down. Okay, she got down those stairs quick to hear from her assistant. For real. Josie said, you owe us. Yes, I wasn't on last week. Listen, life is good right now. You know what I'm saying? Not that it was bad before, but I'm just grateful. So, just been in a very reflective and meditative state. Tomorrow is my birthday, and especially in reference to what's going on, I'm just happy that I am basically one step closer to a new year. There's so many people that can't say the same, and I'm a very appreciative for the little things, or so I'm just grateful. So I've just been in a space where I'm trying to kind of experiment with certain things on the channel and do things differently. And yeah, I have remember my web camera was supposed to be coming all the way from China. It came like a week ago, and I've been pulling my eyelashes out trying to get the color right. I'm switching up my background, trying to work with I got to get more lighting. So I'll be back on camera soon. So I've been actually just doing a little bit behind the scenes work to try to perfect everything. So yes, I'm here. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I love you guys. Oh, Female G, you can't watch the show anymore? Yes, to me, it's just like it's like a Saturday Night Live a bunch of skits wrapped in one episode. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't with them. Oh, Juanita, I'm reading your comment. Child. Mm. You don't think Romeo and Angela are a thing. Thank you, female G. Uh, yeah, no, I'm trying to read like three different things. My text is going off and everything. Okay. So Nicole says that comment P made about taking advantage of Angela was a bit much for me. Now, here's the thing with that, right? Because I was like, I think I kind of understand where he's going, but I'm not sure. He said that when her baby father died, Rome is a gentleman, and an average dude with a dude like me and you, this is Master P talking to Eric, would have taken advantage of Angela. What you mean by take advantage of her? Like, huh? Would it, like, what, he would have tried to hit it because she was vulnerable? I was confused by that. And I don't want to assume, you know what I'm saying? Because I might be, what I'm thinking is like, is no, you know? I just see families sticking together. Millers versus Simmons. Angela Petty. I think the Millers should not address this. I believe it will be some bad blood with Romeo and Boogie. Yeah, I saw the preview and Boogie looks like, what? You know, I just don't understand. But then again, I kind of do. If Boogie has expressed before that Romeo is not really there for them, but didn't Boogie stay at the No Limit compound when his father kicked him out and he was going through what he was going through? So what's really going on here? Have they all created an alliance with production to make the Millers look bad? Hey, you a Taurus, Juanita. Shout out to the Tauruses. Master P is a Taurus. I think they do need to address after Angela went public. Agreed. I agree. Because the Simmons kids went on the Breakfast Club first, right? Yeah, they did. And it's just like the whole thing was about Romeo. And JoJo needs to really stop. JoJo, you really need to stop. Just cut it out. Let's cut it out. You think that they edited Master P and little Big P and Little P scenes? Yep. They all tell lies. True. And then Master P said, the next time she posts a picture, I'm going to DM her? Huh? Why would you, are you going to DM her a Bible verse? I hope that's what you meant. Oh my God. That was terrible. JoJo be acting like he a thug. You didn't see when JoJo got the Thug Comedian Award? Like outside Romeo's going away party earlier in the season. You know, he was kicking up and it's just like JoJo. It's not even that. Romeo is not even on that. Like Romeo is not even on no word is bond. You know what I'm saying? Like he got disrespected at his party, right? And then JoJo turns around and starts going off, acting like he wants to fight somebody outside. Why are you bringing that energy? And then when Master P and his boys walk past you, you got quiet. You know it's bad when Dame Dash says something about you acting like you tough outside of this nice neighborhood, this nice establishment. I'm getting tired of this. Like you act like you want to fight Romeo. Romeo's not even on it like that with you. He don't even be doing all that. So what is this? Relax, JoJo, relax. Let me tell you, Master P said, and the award for gangster comedian played on TV. Oh my gosh. When he said that, I couldn't take it. I was howling. And then in this recent episode, they flash back to when he said it in the earlier episode of the season. I said, you know what, Master P, that's a good one. And even on the Breakfast Club, when Master P and Romeo were there, he said that, I don't know if he was referencing the people that was with him at Rome's going away party early in the season, because, you know, he had his entourage, or if he was referring to a different set of people. He said that when his family, his cousins and them, I guess, and his peoples watched JoJo act that way on the episode, you know, they were ready to basically put pause and all on JoJo, ready to stomp him out. You know, I'm pretty sure Master P probably got younger cousins that's like JoJo's age. Is Silk the Shocker still in jail? I know, that was so left, right? But he just came to mind. Is Silk the Shocker still in jail, or he got out? Anyway, so this is why Master P, when he was on the radio, he was just saying, like, he said JoJo's a good kid. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even on that. And see, that's the thing. You see, this all ties into what I had just said about emulating thugs and whatnot. JoJo is not a thug. JoJo thinks because his father is in the rap game and they come from a famous, you see what I'm saying? You see the things that they emulate? JoJo is emulating that he lived that street life. JoJo ain't lived that street life at all. JoJo probably don't even know what a bodega is. Okay? I'm sure he does, but I'm just being extra. But you guys get my point. And then you outside act like at an establishment where nobody is on level thug, and you want to be a thug superhero outside of a nice establishment at a going away, Great Gatsby themed going away party. Nobody was even on it like that. So I get what Master P is saying. Master P lived that life. So knock it off, JoJo, before somebody comes knocking at your door. And it ain't going to be the UPS man or FedEx. Because Master P said his young, you know what I'm saying? His young peoples was ready to go and pay JoJo a visit, special delivery. And he had to tell them to relax and chill. See, there are people who are really about that, who just live like this. This is what they do. They're trained to go. Wait a minute. Mystical didn't pass away? Lord, I'm putting people in the grave. Forgive me if he's not. Oh no, Mystical went to jail for a long time, right? Nate Dogg passed away. See, I'm getting them all confused. Yeah, Mystical is in jail, right? But didn't Silk, no, not Silk the Shocker, C Murder. That's Master P's brother. Is he still in jail? Trust me, yo, Matt, no, they're not, Josie. They ain't. Right, female G, his father didn't live that life. Well, actually, y'all don't know Reverend like I do. No, I'm kidding. Well, apparently, back in the day, you know, they did some things. He don't live that life now. But in Hollis, Queens, apparently it used to go down, you know, back in those days. I think Romeo and Angela went in with this good idea of growing up hip hop. Angela and Vanessa was doing their clothesline. Angela went left on her sister. She started doing her own thing. Yeah. And isn't it interesting how Angela is so willing, you know, she volunteers her services and her knowledge of fashion to Bow Wow, and is willing to take on this project and even have her assistants help, and has all these creative juices flowing as it pertains to outfits and colors. But she wouldn't even support her sister when her sister wanted to do a joint line or revamp, you know, like either revamp pastry and also do a joint line, a joint fitness line of sorts or something like that earlier on in the series, like in earlier seasons. And Vanessa ended up launching her own little fashion line, which Angela didn't really support. Ain't that crazy? I don't know what it is with them, but that Angela could take or leave Vanessa, and Vanessa is just like, Angela, Which one of them is older, Vanessa or Angela? Oh, it's C Murder. Thanks, guys. So you went to school with them? Okay, so female G. So none of them out of the three, out of all of them in Run DMC, none of them was how do I say this? Dish farm pharmaceutical technicians, if you know what I mean. None of them. Not that they were running the streets, busting gats and whatnot, but none of them were dibble and dabble in the pharmaceuticals, if you know what I'm saying, on the streets. He's doing life. Sheesh. Who's doing life? C Murder or Mystical? I think Mystical is doing life, right? C about to be released. Remember, Romeo said that he was coming home soon, but he lost his appeal. Oh, greetings, Angie. I went to Jackson. The school was off the chain. That's when the storm between Angela and Romeo began. JoJo has been doing too much. Yeah. He was on, I think I saw like four or maybe 3 or 4 episodes of Growing Up Hip Hop New York. Now I was so excited because I'm like, okay, they doing it, they moving up to the tri-state area. I can relate. Let's go. It was whack. It was whack. I think I reviewed like 3 or 4 episodes and I was like, man, this is whack. I'm good. And why didn't anybody tell me that the girl who's I forgot her name, Medina, who's KRS-One's sister in Growing Up Hip Hop New York. Why nobody ain't tell me that that's what's her name, baby mother, Case? Where have I been? And apparently he's behind on child support. She taking him to court. This is child support season, paternity and child support season. Sheesh. Oh, Vanessa's older. Vanessa's the oldest. Okay, thanks, guys. Right, and not involved with her sister. Yeah, and you could tell that bothers Vanessa a lot. It makes me uncomfortable, and I ain't even related to either of these two. It's very uncomfortable to see Vanessa like constantly, like when she was talking about her weight, like the not this last episode, the episode prior to that, when she was just talking about how she was insecure about her weight, and Angela was just being so like childish, like she kept being distracted and she wouldn't listen to her sister, you know what I mean? And her sister, we on the outside, we could be like, oh, Vanessa, you look fine. But this is the first time I even ever heard her express that, right? And she was talking about how, she's a model and actress in Hollywood and she's getting older. She does have a daughter and she feels that you do have to maintain a certain physique in Hollywood, and she's feeling insecure about her weight. And that was an opportunity to even if Angela just didn't say anything, she was acting all goofy and childish, and she said that she wants her sister to be her accountability partner. Here's the thing. Why does Vanessa keep on trying to get the approval of her sister? Your she's so flaky. So I don't know. Vanessa can seem a little bit too needy as it pertains to Angela. And Angela is just extremely absent. Like she's just like, I don't care. I didn't want to say I just wanted to say pharmaceuticals, Josie. Why you know what I'm saying? Vanessa, yeah, she's very sensitive. Which is fine, she seems very down to earth. Vanessa, yeah. It always boggles my mind the way Angela disrespects Vanessa. Yeah, it's like, why is she being such a, like, she's just like a unruly child that they just let get away with whatever because they feel sorry for her for some secret reason that the family doesn't want to disclose. I don't know. Maybe I watch too much TV, but you know how it's like, no, we're going to let, you know what I'm saying? We're going to let Jessica slide because Jessica is really the maid's daughter, but she doesn't know that. Like something like that. Like they just let Angela just be. Remember when their sister came on the show? Their other sister, and the sister was crying, telling Angela, like, you've always treated me like you couldn't stand me since I was little. You know what I mean? And then like Angela ended up walking out. It's like she doesn't like to hear anything. Like I don't know, she's very juvenile, and it's really annoying, and it's unbecoming. Like, she's too old, bro. Like, you're too old to be acting like that. And maybe it's a way to, if she gets uncomfortable when it comes to having serious conversations and her taking accountability for anything, she just like defaults to being juvenile in her behaviors, acts like a little, like, 12, not even a 12-year-old, like a 6-year-old. Stop. Like, what's wrong with her? Who can't sing, Josie? You better not be talking about Case. Don't do him. I'm sorry, I'm looking at your comments. I'm all late. I didn't know that until she made that statement about the child support. Oh, see, I be talking about so many things. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know that was Case baby mother. And Medina, I think they still are, but Medina was very good friends with Wendy for a very long time. Because y'all know I go way back to Radio Wendy. A little bit of history there. That's interesting. I had no idea that was Case's baby mama. Rum female G said Rum was getting high. Okay. Angela is annoying. Medina tried to jump Brianna at the engagement party. Medina was at whose engagement party? On this Love and Hip Hop? I mean, Grown Up Hip Hop? Medina was there? I didn't even notice. Female G was getting high. What did Biggie say in the 10 Crack Commandments? That's funny. Now I can't understand they mad at Romeo for not responding to a text. But when Angela was in a relationship with Bow Wow, no shade to Bow Wow, but he cheated on Angela and she running with Bow Wow. Right. She makes no sense. Nothing that she does makes any sense. Bow Wow can do no wrong. Yeah, I think that she likes Bow Wow. And quite frankly, I mean, it doesn't have to be any of our business, but judging by their body language in their confessionals, I think that they're intimate with one another. Those kids share the same father, but not the same mother. The Simmons kids, right? Yeah. I think it's JoJo, Angela, and Vanessa have the same mother. That sister, right? I think, yeah, right? I think the sister that was confronting Angela, saying that she treated her blah, 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 have a different mother. And then he has Diggy, Russie, and I forgot the little girl's name with his wife, his current wife now. Or I think they adopted that little girl. I wonder how old she is now. The young little girl that they adopted. But Diggy and Russie, I think, what's her name? Josephine, Joanne, whatever her name is, his current wife. Case cannot sing. Excuse me? And all he talk about is her butt, right? I feel that what Master P was talking about as far as Romeo disrespecting her, right? Yeah. You know what? Now that makes sense. He kept saying Romeo is a gentleman. He's not out here disrespecting her. I just think that Bow Wow, or Gregory as she calls him, I can't. Bow Wow coddles her. Like, you see the way he talks to her. It's very, I not even 17, because I'm thinking like, mm-mm. But let's just say most 17-year-olds like that type of stuff, right? That type of, catering to your ego. Ooh, girl, you fine. Ooh, them jeans is fitting right. Like, he treats her like she is a 17-year-old Angela. Oh my God. She regresses back to being 17 when she's around him. That's why, stop. And she giggles and laughs and, I can help you. Oh my gosh. Maybe Bow Wow cheating on her was very traumatic. So she's stuck at 17. Wow. That just hit me. It's very well possible that that's why she acts so juvenile, because I guess that was her first. Now I feel sorry for Angela. I went I went from shading her to like, oh my God. I don't know why that just hit me. Because it's like he treats her like he knows what to say, and it's like he's jokey joke playing. Because I don't think that Bow Wow, it doesn't seem like Bow Wow talks to other women that way. You know what I mean? He'll joke around, yeah, but I don't think he talks. But when it's Angela, it's like he's 17 too, right? He acts very childlike and he coddles her. Oh, she had her heart broken when she was 16, 17, messing around with him. And like she said before, she thought that, they were going to get married, and she was a little bit naive because he was young. So I think that's why she's stuck there emotionally. Oh my goodness. I feel sorry for Angela. She's still annoying though, but I feel bad for her now. Oh, she was there with Tretch. That makes sense. Medina is the one who got in Bree's face at the engagement party. Really? I totally missed that. Shut up. She said Teddy Royal missed it. She was all on the couch being rowdy as usual. Oh, Jojo, Vanessa, and Angela have different mothers? You know what? You're right. You are right. I remember that from Run's house. You're absolutely right. Okay, I didn't listen. Joe, and it's funny because I was just listening to that song the other day on the old school radio station. They both did good on Faded Pictures. Don't do that. Case can sing. So mean, Josie. I do too, and I feel that's what Master P was talking about. I peep how they had Vanessa moms presented as the first three kids' moms. Not true. Right. You're right. That isn't JoJo's mother. You're absolutely right. Because I remember from Run's house, they said it briefly, but yeah, they never really talked about where JoJo mama was at. And if you blink too hard, you might have missed it, right? And they do make it seem like Vanessa and Angela's mama is his mama. Because for a long time, I thought that was his mother. But I think I remember that on Run's house, they did mention that JoJo came to live with his pappy when he was very, very young. See, now I'm going to be nosy. Where's JoJo mama at? And that's no disrespect to JoJo. I'm just curious. Josie. Whether Joe carried the song or not, you can't. Come on now, touch me, tease me. You can't say Case can't sing. I like Case. I know one thing. He better get to singing because he owed child support. What? Female G? Hold up. Okay, now my head is spinning. Wait, what's my computer doing? My computer doing something extra. Wait, Angela and Vanessa have different mothers also? Girl. Damn, Rev Run was out here laying it low and spreading it wide. He was spreading the gospel. What? Spill it, girl, spill it. Cause now I'm confused. I see what you did there, Josie. I want to know because Case can't sing. That was a Joe reference. I want to know. I see what you did there. Thank you. Case can sing. Don't do that. JoJo mother was right there in the hood, letting them write the script. What? She must have got a nice piece of chunk of change. And I think Romeo has always liked Vanessa. Angela and Vanessa discussed this before. Yes, he did say that. And Romeo said that himself, Juanita. That's true. This before. I feel that that's Angela's beef with Vanessa. Oh, you know what? I wondered the same thing. I said that on one of these reviews, child. Angela has a problem thinking everybody wants her. Yeah, I do think that I agree with that wholeheartedly because I remember when Romeo did say that he liked Vanessa initially. And I could see why he liked Vanessa initially. I think that maybe when Angela and Romeo started the show, they wanted to create the narrative. They wanted to kind of like, okay, well, production probably said like, okay, you guys, try to make it extra friendly between the two of you, wink, wink. And then, that storyline kind of got out of control. Holy crap. They all have different mothers. I know they was not living together when they was on Run's house. We all knew that in the hood. So wait a minute, you from Queens, female G? I think you said that before. Yeah, shout out to the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey. Anybody from Connecticut in the building? Anybody? JoJo mother was on the show recently. Who was his mama? Which one was his mama? Angela thinks too highly of herself and it's just not attractive. I never thought Angela was all that anyway. You think that Angela thinks highly of herself, or do you think that she is do you think that she's extremely insecure? Like sometimes I notice like when people have this air of arrogance with them, depending on their behavior that follows that air of arrogance, to me it screams, look at my insecurities. You know what I mean? And it's just, yeah, I don't want you to get too close to be able to identify my insecurities. So I'm going to act arrogant and obnoxious. Not saying that this is Angela, but I'm going to act arrogant and obnoxious. And if you're not arrogant and obnoxious like me, this is going to ward you off because you might find out that I'm deeply insecure and I'm only putting on a front of arrogance and obnoxiousness. No? Is it me? Come on, Queens. Shout out to Queens. Do Angela and Vanessa Simmons have the same mother? Vaughn is Of course, the mother of Vanessa, Angela and JoJo. She made an appearance or two on the show Run's House, but for the most part. Oh, so that okay. So the lady who is supposed to be Angela and Vanessa's mother is JoJo's mother too, or that's a lie? But hold on now. When you Google, let me tell y'all something. I have witnessed myself information like on Wikipedia and other outlets change. Let me shift gears a little bit. Y'all remember, if y'all watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, y'all remember when it came out that Rashida was like 38. Her birthday's this month too, but she's not one of us. She's not a tourist. Anywho, that it came out that she was supposed to be 39. Like I think it's when her and Kurt were celebrating their anniversary, and it's like they were married for X amount of years, and people started doing the math. I know I did. So I'm like, wait a minute. If you had your son at this age, so how old were you when you got with Kurt? And everybody started figuring it out. It was all over Twitter, right? I looked up her age the night that I was watching that specific episode, and it said that this girl was going to be 39, either 38 or 39 this month. After Kurt did that video on Instagram telling people to worry about their stimulus check, and I didn't marry Rashida when she was underage and all this other stuff, and they were laughing in their kitchen. No lie. I go back, it says Rashida's either 44 or gonna be 45, something like that. You see how quick that changed? I forgot why I even brought that up. Oh, you Googled it. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, she's the mother of all three. But I remember in Run's house back in the day, I thought that she was the mother of Vanessa and Angela, right? But I remember them saying something, they like, it was a quick, a New York minute. They said something along the lines of JoJo has a different mother than Angela and Vanessa. I remember that. Yeah, that's why I brought up the whole Rashida thing, because yes, you could listen. You got now, even nowadays you got to take Google with a grain of salt. But I remember I never heard that all three of them have different mothers. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it's not true, but I just never heard that. It was always presented that Angela and Vanessa got the same mother, and even though does he call her ma? Yeah, he does. Well, he calls his stepmother ma. But JoJo's mother is a different woman because JoJo is older than Vanessa and Angela, right? Yeah, I remember that on Run's house. And the mother, I think he went to go live with Rev Run when he was younger. Now, I don't believe Google when they say she's the mother of all three. If I'm more inclined to believe that she's the mother of Vanessa and Angela because that's how they presented on the show. But I remember back in the day on Run's house that they made mention briefly that JoJo and Vanessa and Angela, they don't have the same mother. I think she is insecure and arrogant at the same time. The way these men boost her up and fall out, yeah. But at the same time, she's posting risque photos for attention. Right. She was just at the diner. They had... Oh, that's his mother? She was at the dinner they had for JoJo before they got married. It was about 2 or 3. Okay, I got to go back and see. Because I keep, for whatever reason, I keep the recordings. Shout out to Kansas City, Missouri. Google can be your friend or enemy. It's true. Yeah, welcome. Yes, Juanita, I haven't seen you before. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you are loving the royal family. We just be chilling over here. We don't be on no foolishness. You know what I'm saying? And I love my royal family. Oh, Vanessa is the oldest? Vanessa and then Rev Run. Is it Vanessa No, JoJo is younger than Angela, right? It's Vanessa, Angela, and then JoJo, right? I remember her mother from high school. Yo, Vanessa and Angela don't have the same mama? You know, it kind of makes sense, because if you look back, you don't really see Vanessa with Angela's mama. You always see Angela with that mama. Oh my gosh, Ron? Lord have mercy, Rev Run. Nothing surprises me anymore. I'll put it that way. So how many baby mamas this man got? 4? He got 4 baby mamas. Child. Yes, yo, I'm telling you, I remember when we were all thinking that JoJo, Vanessa, and Angela had the same mama, but it was like it wasn't even a segment. I remember that from Run's house. But now to hear Vanessa and Angela ain't got the same mama? Well, who's Vanessa mama? Child, Rev Run was running. He was running to the lady. Okay. My goodness. How long I been on here, guys? Ooh, an hour and 56 minutes. Vanessa looks exactly like her mother. Who is Vanessa mama? Oh my God. What high school you went to, female G? There was a hit that dropped on senior year. Wait, what about the sister? No, Angela didn't cry. The sister was crying. Not Vanessa. It was I don't even whose kid is this now? The other sister. I don't know if it's from their mother's side or if it was from Rev Run. Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense. It had to be from Rev Run, right? Lord Jesus, this man. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, in Queen. That's in Queen. Andrew Jackson High School. Mm-hmm. Are they still open? That's no shade. I'm just saying. My high school is closed down too in Jersey. My grammar school is closed down too. Andrew Jackson High School. That's in Queens. A lot of schools. Ain't that crazy? A lot of these schools closed down. LL was a student also when he was. Oh, really? When his first hit dropped. Oh, wow. I know that's right. Was LL a cornball in high school? I mean, he was a good-looking guy when he's still a good-looking guy now, you know. Well, was he a cornball in high school? I'm just curious. My headphones just died. Ah, yes. Oh, they turned into a yeah. That's what a lot of the I think I went to Catholic high school, Catholic grammar school, and now they turned it into a my high school closed down, and then they turned it into a what do you call it? I guess like a charter school, like a science and technology type school. Darian is the girl name. Okay, now whose child is Darian's? Darian got a different mama too from all of them. Let me see. He would have been if Rock the Rings wasn't a hit. Rock the Rings? He would have been a cornball? Woo. Yeah, they call it a charter school. Mm-hmm. I love this. Look at this. 2 hours, child. Ain't nobody even gonna watch this back. Yeah, they were calling it charter school. Andrew Jackson High School. Oh, it's now Camp Magnet? Okay. See, back in the Queens wasn't my stomping ground. Not that I didn't go to Queens, but Queens was my stomping ground. The Bronx was my stomping ground, and Brooklyn. Okay. No shade. I'm just saying. Flatbush, where all my island people be. You know. Oh, I thought so. I was like, rock the rings, rock the bells. You mean? I don't know. Okay, so she is the mother's daughter, Darian. Which mother? Because which mother? Angela's or Vanessa's, or the woman that we believe is Angela and Vanessa's mama. This is a hot mess. These children all over the place, but none of them have come out and say that they're Vanessa mama. Okay, so that's Vanessa little sister. So that's not Angela's sister then, right? Lord, Rev, run. This is terrible. I'm confusion. So why the heck was she crying about? Oh, well, you know what? That would make sense. She was crying about how growing up, how Angela always treated her funny. Uh-huh. See, I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to go. Nah, I ain't gonna go there. Vanessa's real mother was on the show too. I on Growing Up Hip Hop or on Run's House. That's wild, yo. I really thought that they had the same mama. They don't favor each other though. Honestly, to me, they don't favor each other. Angela looks like her father. To me, she looks more like her father than she does her mother. And none of them look alike. Diggy and Russie. Diggy is starting to favor. No, Diggy and Russie, they favor their mother. Oh, Growing Up Hip Hop. I be child. You see how I just be stuff be going over my head? That's crazy. Wow. But okay, let me. I don't. My mind is blown. I'm gonna look this stuff up later on. This is crazy to me. Anyway, Little Eric Jr. going back telling Angela, Vanessa, Tanise, and JoJo what Master P said. Should Eric have volunteered to be the bone carrier? Do you think that Master P is doing too much as it pertains to Romeo? Because I seen comments, online in different forums that Master P should let Romeo fight his own battles. Before I give my opinion, I want to know what you guys think. Is Master P doing too much as it pertains to Romeo? Is he too involved in this, whatever the heck they have made this out to be between Romeo and Angela? Because I'm going to be honest with you. Romeo has, for me, Romeo has not fully disclosed what his issue is with Angela. Like, what? I mean, I can only assume, but what is it? Like, come on, out with it already. What is it? Do you think she's coming across as a thought? Is she bad for the brain? What is it? Are you tired of her not taking you seriously? Tell me something. Yeah, I know. They quit the show. Or you say, yeah, that's, you know what, now that I look back at the beginning, he could have just created this narrative. He could have won up production. See, because that Percy is smart, And Percy ain't raised no fool. You'll watch a couple of episodes just to see what's going on. Good. And make sure you come back and comment. I definitely like to hear, different perspectives. But it's just a circus. It's a circus. Three-ring circus. I think that Master P is just protecting his investment. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to just keep it real. I think that Master P is protecting his investment, and his investment is Romeo. Okay? That is going to be who is carrying on the No Limit legacy. Right. He is the face of the No Limit brand. That's why he works that boy, gets him gigs. This guy going to Switzerland, New Zealand, or whatever the hell. Some tourists are all about the business. He ain't got time for Romeo to be wrapped up in no shenanigans with Angela Fat Thirst Trap Simmons. Nah, we don't want to be associated with the Simmons brand. We about that life. We want to be taken seriously. That's what I think. I think that, I don't think it's his daddy fighting his battles. I really think that he is taking this by the horns and saying, nah, production, you ain't gonna spin this. And I think that Romeo is a lot more gentle than Master P. Romeo wasn't raised in no hood. He wasn't raised in no projects. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you have to be raised in those environments to be tenacious, but Master P got a different type of bark. You know what I mean? A different type of mentality. Like, he's and plus he's an older man. Listen, he is a mogul in the true sense of the word. And he's serious about his paper because he understands this could all go away. This could all go up in smoke tomorrow. And he wants to pass on a legacy to his children. So I just think that he's once it starts to become gimmicky, and he made a very good point. I jotted down some stuff that he said during the Breakfast Club interview. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that stuck out to me is he was just talking about, like, in these reality shows, in a nutshell, you do it for a little while or whatever, and then you have to move on. But if you get stuck and typecasted, in a sense, in these reality TV show roles, then you ain't gonna have nothing. Because when they pull the plug, and apparently they ain't paying that much, Romeo was the highest paid. I'm pretty sure Master P had a hand in negotiating that deal. But He just kind of said, like, for instance, JoJo, like, what's JoJo gonna do next after this? You know, you already was on Run's House or whatever. You were on Growing Up Hip Hop New York, like, LA, New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, you jumping from reality show to reality show. Like, he just said this in a nutshell. He kind of summarized this. He said, so now basically when you want people to take you seriously and you move on now, like, what are you going to be known for? What are you going to do next? And it's true. You got to think about it. Bow Wow, he already had his career. The Simmons girls, they had, their brand and stuff like that, right? I don't know. I understand what he was saying. Like, Master P got rap snacks, oodles and noodles. He ain't got time for no growing up hip hop kids. And then did y'all catch when Romeo said that he ain't got nothing in common with them? He said he don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't do drugs. Who was the bald head guy in the promo pic? That's Sam. That's Egypt's boyfriend. The spawn of Satan. It's like, no. Ah! But his father takes him there, back to the hood. Yeah. Master P showed up to that sit down, with the squad. I think, Master P definitely puts his son up on a pedestal. I'm not mad at that, though. I'm not mad at that. You know why? Master P lived a rough life. For Christ's sake, his brother is in jail for life. For you know what? Or maybe he's not enrolled. Not for life. They're trying to appeal it. Anyway, he lost a lot of his homies, his loved ones. Like, he lived a rough life and he's worked hard, which most parents do, so that your kid, life is a little bit easier, for the next generation, for your kid. Like, he said that he worked very hard so that his son didn't have to live the life that he lived. You get what I'm saying? Like, he really got it out the mud, Master P. So I get it. Putting his kid up on a pedestal, I totally understand. Yeah, Romeo grew up in a more stable household. Absolutely. Well, next week we shall see how it all goes down. As far as Egypt is concerned, girl, good luck. After the first, not even the second, it probably wouldn't even be a second time. Just to kind of recap this, I think I would probably tell Egypt one good time. Normally, I don't tell my friends what to do in their relationship. I really don't. Don't ask me for advice about your relationship. Ask me for advice about taxes and investments. Ask me for advice about, motivational speakers, clothes, color coordination, hair, different types of wig textures and things like that. Good TV shows. But as far as should I leave my man, I don't answer those questions. I honestly say, I don't know. Do you want to leave your man? Or B, should I leave my girl? I don't know. Do you want to leave your girl? I can't answer that. So if I was on the show and I was forced to have some sort of say-so about Egypt, I would tell her one good time. You see how Tyran handles the thing? And Tyran is her brother. You don't even see Tyran doing all of that Brianna was doing. But anyway, she needed a storyline, so we get it. But I would probably tell Egypt one good time, and then I probably wouldn't be around her if she was around Sam, and I would make that clear, and I would let her know why. It wouldn't be no love lost. I wouldn't come to blows with her, like, or step to her and, be trying to be confrontational with her, like, you better leave your man. Nah, girl, that's who you want to sleep with. That's who you want to date. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Doesn't have to affect my life whatsoever. But just know, if your man's going to be there, I won't be in attendance. I'm just saying, it is what it is. So that's that on that. As far as the ICDC college thing, I think that they are used. It could be because the school closed and they said it was a scam. Maybe he's a little sensitive about that, Master P. But I think that Romeo has outgrown the show. He is coming across as a little pompous. And I think that's because behind the scenes, we don't see that production is basically trying to like steer the ship, and Master P's not having that at all. I think if they could have production could have Master P not as involved, Romeo doesn't give me the vibe that he has street smarts. That's what it is. And I think that's why Master P is so hands-on. I don't think Romeo has street smarts. That's what I think it is. Yeah. Some shocking revelations, Bow Wow and Angela, girl, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Just do you, I guess, if it makes you happy. And these Simmons kids and all they mamas. My God, I got to go Google that. Anywho, he's looking quite sweet. That bald head did nothing for him. But he don't let his son forget. Yeah. Well, royal family, I have to say that this pre-birthday celebration has been quite enjoyable. Thank you so much for joining me for 2 hours and almost 17 minutes on this lovely Saturday, May 16th. So tomorrow is my birthday, and two housewives. I ain't even getting into that on here. I will be putting up probably more than one video for that. But Housewives of Atlanta, season 12 virtual reunion part 2 airs tomorrow night, and I cannot wait. I will be done with my birthday festivities hopefully by that time. I did set it to record, but I want to watch it in real time so that I can just gather all of my notes so I can knock that review right on out. So thank you so much for all the birthday wishes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm signing off. I just want to say to all of you new royal family members, welcome. To all of my ride or die day ones, royal family members, thank you, thank you, thank you. The amount of growth in the channel that I have seen is actually shocking, but in a good way. So, we got a couple of, little scallywags that have some derogatory comments, but it is what it is. For the most part, I've attracted a audience that I am happy with, difference of opinions, but can do it respectfully. We like to have fun. We like to laugh, joke here. But at the end of the day, I think respect for yourself says a lot, because it's going to determine how you interact with or agree or disagree with other people. And the energy that I'm trying to attract those who are, funny, fun, a little bit of ghetto ain't that bad. A little bit. Now like a smidge, a pinch of ghetto. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Just comfortable. But all of that cursing at people, calling people out of their names, that gutter, lowbrow, low budget mentality, nah, that's not my cup of tea. So I thank you very, 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 very much for all of you who comment. You guys be having me cracking up. I saw some of you put in the comments for the Grown Up Hip Hop. Somebody called me Quick Draw McGraw with the upload. That is hilarious. I didn't have anything else planned to do for the remainder of the day, so I was like, you know what? I could get this up for my West Coast viewers right away. So I'm glad that you guys are tuning in. Make sure you share the channel, with someone who, may enjoy the commentary as much as you do. So I am looking forward to continued growth. I am grateful to be approaching another year of life, good health, mental and physical prosperity. And I have built a royal family and I love it, and we're growing. So again, just respect yourself, man, and respect other people's platforms, not just mine. Because I look in other content creators' comments, and just some of the things that I see, I'm just like, is that necessary? You know, if you can't disagree with someone's opinion without making fun of how they look, you know what I'm saying? That to me, that's, as my mother would say, that's lowbrow behavior. So we talking about, you know, we on a different level over here. We like to have a little bit of fun. You know, that's no shade to any other platform whatsoever, but we like to have a little fun. We have people who have strong opinions, and I love it. I love someone who can articulate their strong opinions. You know, we're all not going to agree, but at the end of the day, respect. This foundation is built on love and respect. So I just want to continue to build on that. So happy birthday to me, Royal Family. I love each and every one of y'all. You really don't understand. And I'm going to continue to pluck my eyelashes out, trying to get this webcam to work to perfection so that I can eventually come back on camera. But until then, you guys will just have to settle for my beautiful, beautiful voice. Okay? So, Royal Family, I love y'all. Real talk. I really do. Y'all don't understand. And I'm going to tell you as much as I can. So, I am signing off 2 hours later. And I'm going to come back because I think y'all want to hear what I have to say about Carly Red boyfriend. Do you guys care? You know, I have my opinions. So, I'll probably do a quick little video. And then, I got another video to do about Wendy Williams and Nene Leakes. So just those little quick hot topic videos, you know, just to keep you guys entertained. So Royal Family, I'm signing off. Okay, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. Okay, thank you for the likes, comments, the love. Thank you for your time. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you came to hang out with me, and I greatly appreciate it. So I'm about to get off the phone. Okay, keep your notifications on. If you're not getting your notifications, just check the channel, because I'm going to upload those 2 videos. So y'all do the people want the video? All right. So I'm going to do Arkansas Mo and Carly, and then I'm going to do a separate quick video about Nene and Wendy Williams. Okay? He is doing the absolute most. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't try me. Probably put the phone down somewhere. The minute I get in here, she be like, all right, good. She got it. I love her, though. That's my dog. And Josie, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for keeping the chat fun and, you know, free of the dusties. You know what I mean? So for the most part, we don't attract that, so we don't have that here. All right, I'm rambling at this point. But I love y'all, for real. And I thank you for all of your support. Real talk. So I am signing off for now, Royal Family. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, peace.